we have some participation from Turkey as well.
That sounds great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. My name is Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. We have the third in a series of opportunities about Turkey today, and we're very fortunate to have Rashid Kusaya, who's going to be who's the founder and CEO of Turnkey Solutions and is also the executive director for Global Chamber Turkey, give a presentation and then do a roundtable and a Q&A on different opportunities that we all identify in this market segment. The last two segments, we actually have, I think, a couple different blog posts on where Rashid has shared more about the Turkey opportunities more holistically, and that is, including the growth of the country, the growth of GDP, the growth of GDP per capita, a variety of different aspects of the country that have outperformed most countries in the world. So congratulations, Rashid, for your contributions to that and more holistically what's happening in the region. You had suggested after the last session that we focus in on the mega contractors. One of the things that I've noticed when I'm in Turnkey is that when people introduce each other, one of the first things often is said is that I'm an engineer. I'm a mechanical engineer, such and such. I'm a chemical engineer. So as a chemical engineer, it's like, wow, very rarely do I get to come into a meeting and explain that I'm a chemical engineer as a first point. A lot of the global trade activity is just, we're traders and whatever the background is. And so to me, it's been refreshing to see that and to be a reminder that our backgrounds of being a professional and our training really does matter. And so you, Rashid, I think are you a mechanical engineer? What kind of engineer are you?
No, I have MBA in Canada, business administration.
Okay, very good. So that comes through in your leadership on the business side. Tell us
my bachelor, it was on economics. Yes, I finished economy and administration faculty and then MBA in Canada. Because of my background, I saw this need. It was needed. I got inspired from, frankly speaking, BNI, Business Network International. Mr. Yavuz Ömer is a member of BNI in Ankara as well. Let me explain how. I was a business developer for many years for corporations, and we attended many business development activities, networking activities, B2B activities, matchmaking activities, like Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Trade, Exporter Association, Assembly of Exporters, Museat, and DEIC. I was executive board member for Foreign Economic Relations Board, which is the roof, the center of commercial diplomacy in Turkey. So they receive incoming trade delegations and they organize outgoing delegations. In these interactions, I noticed that something is missing. That was we were lacking the business, so it was just becoming only a touristic trip. So because the B2B part, matchmaking part, is not very well organized. All the countries we have visited, when I was back in furniture industry, my goal was to get a furniture project, custom made or standard furniture. It starts with design, production, shipment, installation. So I have this turnkey one-stop shop experience, right? And we were looking for hot potatoes projects, but all the people approached to us, they were offering their services. So we had a difficulty to find the investors, the real buyers. So that was one of the problem I determined. So the second one, once you make a small business with an African millionaire, they come back to you and they request many different items from different industries. And one supplier cannot match this. There needs to be a business council or chapter from different industries, or consortium, or assembly of exporters, contractors, who can meet all these project demands. The product is easy. If there is, for example, we had a presentation of safety shoes manufacturer today. If somebody from Africa looking for safety shoes, it's not so complicated. But if a millionaire needs a hotel contractor, he wants to build a hotel, 600 suppliers involved. It starts with architectural design, engineering projects, construction, industrial kitchen, mattress, home textile, lighting. It's like more than maybe 600 items involved. So you have to come up with 600, you have to touch 600 suppliers. All is manufactured in Turkey, they know, but they cannot hassle with 600 suppliers. So they needed a project management company to maestro, to run these projects. So we found also, we invited these project management companies to run projects of African millionaires. It's like one-stop solution, one-stop shop. Whatever project they had. Sometimes this was a chicken farm, sometimes industrial facility, sometimes a brick block making machine. So we started to invite exporters and contractors in a cluster manner. We made sure that nobody is in competition, because if there is competition inside the business council, nobody share data, nobody share project details, nobody share their customers' details to other people. So when I was a director in BNI, Business Network International, I noticed that they have a business chapter, and in this chapter, everybody is sitting in different seats, different industry, representing different industries. Somebody from real estate, somebody from insurance, somebody from, let's say, florist, somebody printer, somebody real estate broker and banker, whatever. These are the businesses that needs portfolio. So it means they open their portfolio each other. So if there's 30 people in the chapter, it means you multiply your portfolio by 30. So I thought, this is a good idea. This is brilliant. Why we don't do it in DEIK, Foreign Economic Relations Board, consisting 2,000 holdings of Turkey. They don't collaborate with each other. And also MÜSİAD, consisting more than 20,000 SMEs. So I thought, if we come up with a similar algorithm, and we have we have business partners in different countries. So Japanese also inspired me, Japanese Kaidenren. I have a friend, he does matchmaking for Japanese companies. For example, from, let's say, energy, renewable energy industry, 7 companies from Japan comes. None of them are competitive of each other. They are in a cluster manner. They are completing each other. And before they come to Turkey, they request their partner in Turkey to make a long list of potential buyers, like 20 companies. So they go through the list, and then they shortlist with 8 or 10, whatever. They have 1 day for B2B, and they ask their partner, Turkish partner, to make appointments with all these companies in the morning or in the afternoon. So when they come, they definitely find a buyer or distributor, or they make a sale. So because they are prepared, they do the due diligence and they do the matchmaking way before their arrival. So this is the right way. So we are trying to do the same. Also, we have business partners, 40 plus countries. Mr. Yavuz, for example, in Iraq. If a Turkish contractor, let's say the safety shoemaker today, want to visit Iraq, Mr. Yavuz can make the appointments with the shoe importers. And then even more, he can put their examples in his showroom for free. And we have Turkish goods showrooms, made in Turkey product showrooms in many countries. Our business developers, business partners are working like honorary consular. They bring delegations every month and they promote Turkish products. Also, we started to receive suppliers from other countries as well, such as UAE, Bulgaria. Just today, from Bulgaria, one the dietary supplementary company joined. Also, Chinese, Indian, Iranian. They would like to join the Turnkey network. We have so far we organized more than 220 events, and out of this 220 hybrid events, not all of them are also some physical and technicians or the group. We made sure they prepare the documents, they do the field work, groundwork, and the exporter received from the airport, taken to appointments, and returning with a business deal. Why they take it so seriously? Because they are also profit partners. So it is to their benefit to develop business. I'm gonna quickly wrap it up and start my presentation, Doug. So far we managed over $11 million turnover. So meaning when you divide it 220 to $11 million to 220, it means we are creating value, $50,000 value after or during each B2B networking session. So after saying that, we started this 2020, now we are in 25, 40 plus countries, nearly 100 plus suppliers, contractors. Our target for 2030, maybe Global Chamber will come up with a solution before us. We have a great collaborative agreement work with Mr. Doug. I have great respect for Doug. He's doing an amazing job. And we want to do this matchmaking AI backed through application, so to make everyone's life easier. So if you're a new member, you enter the system and you just enter the keywords what you provide. For example, safety shoes, and then the potential business partners will be listed by the AI backed system. So now we do it manually, but we need some time. We need the developer to work on it. I know Mr. Doug has something like Globi. We will see, but this is needed. This is like friendship applications or HR applications, staffing applications. We need this. It's not like Alibaba, or it's not a marketplace. It's real people. It's about B2B. It's about networking, matchmaking. Okay, I would like to start my presentation with a video.
Just before we go,
Sure,
maybe
Doug.
just a little bit of framework. So in terms of, for everybody's knowledge, so Rashid is based in Istanbul. He is talking about Turnkey, which is the program and the initiative that he has. They meet once a week. In fact, I think right before this meeting. So thank you. That was great. And you connect companies from Turkey to other markets, and vice versa. Presumably, companies coming into Turkey can use this as an opportunity to meet vendors as well.
Exactly, exactly.
So it works both ways. And so we're happy to partner there. So it's an opportunity for companies around the world to open up markets in Turkey. Could you explain a little bit about how long you'll speak, what you'll be speaking on, and then
Sure.
how we'll open up the floor for questions?
No, it is 5:20. I will show this short video about 4 minutes. Turkish Contractor Association, and then I will go through a slide presentation also about Turkish Contractor Association and what kind of works Turkish contractors have done around the globe. So I will give you an overview and good perspective. And then in the last 10 minutes, I can have questions. So I will finish my presentations in 30 minutes. So I will leave 10 minutes for Q&A. Doug, is it okay with you?
Could you make the presentation shorter so that we can finish up at 55 and have 10 or 15 minutes for questions? So maybe about a 20-minute presentation?
Okay, no problem. I will speed it up. Don't worry.
That would be great.
All right. So do you see my screen now?
Turkish Contractor Association. Yep,
yes,
I think it looks like a video.
The video. I hope you can hear the voice.
Not yet.
We cannot hear the sound.
Yeah, we cannot hear it. But it's great video.
Would you like me to share this one, Rashid?
Yes, I will.
Do you have it, Jim?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, thanks. So the overall, I think one of the real strengths of Turkey are engineering firms. That's true, right, Rashid? While we're waiting for the film.
Yeah, let's listen and then I will talk.
What's happening right now, Jim?
What happened?
I'm not sure. We might have lost Jim. Jim, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I was on mute. I'll be sharing the video.
Okay, great. So we'll have
Jim, okay.
Here we go.
All right. I also emailed you the presentation PDF.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Hold on. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's in the event. Okay.
Yeah, make it full screen, please.
Hold on.
No voice.
Building tomorrow from today.
Yes.
Building tomorrow is possible with the values nourishing life. With these values, life has a meaning. There are also difficulties in life. Sometimes challenging is needed to achieve the impossible. Rising structures with success bring together the ones who create them. Sometimes they inspire people to come together. It is the energy that generates life. Building in harmony with nature and conserving nature is crucial. By building, far gets nearer, people get closer. What is built brings not only the distant and people, but also the cultures closer. Structures are built for preserving, developing, and enriching life. Each and every building is for a better life. The Turkish Contractors Association has been leading the contractors that create value for a better life since 1952. Building new structures in this historic and fascinating land and in the world is a great commitment and requires responsibility. The Turkish Contractors Association aims for an efficient and competitive development in its sector that is responsive to history, environment, and society. Therefore, the membership, with the principles it has adopted, is the assurance of quality. The association draws its strength from its members, which are the outstanding companies in the sector. The projects undertaken by members of the Turkish Contractors Association are roads, bridges, tunnels, airports, and urban subway systems shorten distances while connecting people and continents. Industrial projects, trade centers, ports, and shipyards are indispensable for developing economies. Dams, power plants, and green energy investments are needed for sustainable future. Hospitals and health institutions are indispensable for a healthier future. Contemporary houses, cultural, and social facilities are vital for a better life. Members of the association successfully implement projects in challenging geographies, climates, and security conditions. They proudly present Turkey in the list of the world's top 250 international contracting companies every year. The activities of the members are not limited to construction. They are at the same time investors and operators in a wide range of sectors. The association works closely with public and private sector organizations at national and international platforms. The board members assume top managerial positions at the prominent international professional organizations. The head office building, with several national and international awards, reflects the leadership role for sustainability vision in the sector and in the country. The Turkish Contractors Association is the right address, representing the Turkish contracting services with its vision and the strength it draws from its members.
Great. How are you involved in that association? Are you part of it? Do you have members part of
You
it?
know,
How does that work?
when I was in executive director for Africa at DEIC for an economic relations board, most of them are contractors. I know all these C-level managers or bosses of these mega contractors. So they are chasing projects in Africa. We were helping them to get projects. Mostly they are interested in B2G projects. They need international tender, sovereign warranty, but in Turnkey we focused in mostly private sector projects. So I will give more information about these. For example, we discussed.
I'm sorry, just as a quick time check. So it's the bottom of the hour. And so if we could have maybe wrapping up your comments and presentation in 15 minutes, that will give us about 10 minutes for Q&A.
Okay,
so for those of you in the audience, if you'd like to put your information and questions in the chat and raise your hand if you'd like to ask the question personally, but does that make sense?
For example, a living example, you know, the Mark for living in Barcelona. He joined our network, and I gave him contact of Ebru Özdemir, which is the chairwoman of Limac Construction, building No Camp Stadium in Barcelona.
Oh.
So this was, I gave him the mobile number of Miss Ebru Özdemir. She's a female civil engineer, and this was one of the key contacts. I have all these contacts, and I can help find solution for all kinds of mega projects. I can do the matchmaking with Turkish contractors. For example, Yapı Merkezi does railroads and metro projects, Gülsan dam projects, or highway projects. But as I said, these are internationally tendered and financed by Development Bank of Africa or IMF or World Bank. They need a sovereign warranty to start the project. Usually they are $300 million and up. So if it is less than $300 million, they don't even make quotation. So they don't take it. So they don't waste time. One time I have taken Minister of Ghana to one of those contractors. They said, we are not interested in housing projects. We are interested in landmark projects such as airports, stadium, expo center, and I will mention more about this company. Summa is a very well respected Turkish contractor. They can get any project done in 6 months, any kind of project, as long as the finance is there. They can finish the airport in 6 months. This is unmatchable speed. You know, even the fastest Chinese or American contractors, they cannot reach up to this level. So they are very well organized, and China usually get projects through grant system. They have finance. They use the finance of the government. Jemina, if possible, I send you the presentation. Please start. Once I finish the page, I will tell you the next.
Very good. We have about 13 minutes.
Jemina?
Yes, I haven't received the presentation.
Yeah, please put the presentation on screen.
Thanks, Jem.
I just sent by mail. Check your mailbox. So the Turkish Contractors Association,
yeah.
they started in 1950s. So Turkey has around 270 billion export, 350 billion import. So we have something like 80 billion deficit. So we close this gap through tourism income and engineering services, contracting services. So there is a list called ENR 250. ENR 250, yeah, please go to second page. In ENR 250 list, there are nearly 60 Turkish contractors. These are the top engineering and contracting companies of the world. After China, Turkey is number 2. When you consider financial capacity of the China, Turkey is doing a great job. We can say it's number 1 in equal conditions. Yes, please go to second page. Yeah, what are the strengths of Turkish contractors? Rich experience in diverse markets, expensive partnership experience, cost-effective service, international standards, willing to take risk, competitive spirit, ability to take initiative, reliable nature. Go next one. So, Doug, as you see, they finished projects in 123 countries approaching 400 billion US since 1972 and 2019. Like this report is prepared in the middle of pandemics, COVID-19. So it's not even updated. I couldn't find the 25 version. I will look for it, but this is the most updated I could find. As you see, most of the projects are carried out in Eurasia, Turkish-speaking countries, Russia, and the number 2 market is Middle East, like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE. Number 3 is Africa, and number 4 is Europe, and then the Americas. We are not very effective in South Asia and Americas. Move on, please. Next one, Jen. Yes, what kind of, when you see the number 1 market of Turkish contractors is Russian Federation. So 20% of the contracts coming Russian Federation. So Turkey didn't take side in the Ukraine and Russia conflict. So still our contractors getting project from Russia. Turkmenistan number 2, Libya number 3, Iraq number 4. I think due to the war, Gulf War, Iraq slice got smaller, but Iraq is one of the biggest markets. Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, these are the top. Qatar, mostly because of the World Cup, they did heavy construction, and then it has stopped. Algeria, UAE, these are the top 10 markets. Next one. And what they do, 13% housing, infrastructure, road, bridge, tunnel, 13, commercial center, 8, power plant, 7, airport, 7, industrial plant, 7, railway, 5, cultural facility, 5, petrochemical, 5, tourism, 4. So you name it, they make it. Move on, please. So these are the $1 billion contract business. In the golden time of Turkey, $1 was 2 lira. Like 2010 until 2016, there was a military coup attempt. After a little bit, the contracts has dropped, and the pandemics was, of course, affected. So yearly average, when we look at the graphic, it's like $15 billion contract business done in average. Some years 30, some years 10, but the average is 15, 20. Jem, go ahead, please. So top markets is changing from year to year. In 2018, it was Russia, nearly $4 billion contract awarded. Saudi 3, Qatar. Saudi 2, Qatar 3, Sudan, Kazakhstan, Poland, Turkmenistan, Algeria, Romania, Kuwait, others. Next one. So these are the number of the projects. And it was like in 2019, in the 5 months, they received 84 contracts and $4 billion. Move on, please. Next one, John. Yes, this is the list I'm talking about. According to 2018, I think 2025, we have now 60 companies. This is updated. But China is standing number 1. Turkey is always number 2 after China, even way ahead of USA and Japan, Korea, and other European competitors. Next one. In Africa, so far in 41 countries, thousands of projects done, and the project value is 70 billion. In one single project, for example, Tosyala Holding, they built steel iron and steel manufacturing plant. That was $6 billion foreign direct investment to Algeria. Algeria has become steel exporter after this investment. And Libya is taking the biggest share. Algeria, number 2, Morocco, number 3, and the others follow. We are not very active in Sub-Sahara. That make me sad. We are trying to open market, promote Turkish contractors in Nigeria. Nigeria is the biggest market in Africa. Next one, please. Yes, in Africa, North Africa, Sub-Sahara Africa. As you know, we can divide Africa in two. North Africa is Arabic-speaking Maghreb countries. Our contractors are very active there. And Sub-Sahara is developing. It's not the same level. As you see, it's North Africa is nearly 4 billion, and Sub-Sahara 14 billion, 35 countries. Next one, please. Yes, North Africa. Can you come to previous one? There is a mistake. I think with this figure, it shouldn't be 14 billion Sub-Sahara. It should be 1.4 billion, I think. No, it's like, yes. Sorry, I correct. 40, come to previous one, please. Yes. Over 40 billion from North Africa and 14 billion, like a quarter from Sub-Sahara. So we should be more active in Sub-Sahara. Next one, please. This graphic shows the slice where, as you see, North Africa is only a small part of Africa, and maybe a quarter of Africa, but 80% coming from North Africa. Next one. In the last 7 years, what Turkish contractors done in Africa, North Africa, Sub-Sahara. So these are the number of million USD, the turnover value of the projects received. Africa, approaching. Also, trade is developing quite well. When Erdogan government started in 2002, our export to Africa was around $5 billion. Now it is around $50 billion. It is increased 10 times. Turkey is very active after China. Number 2, I think, exporter is becoming Turkey in Africa. Next one, please. Some projects in Africa, like mega projects, Khartoum Airport, Sudan, Niger Airport, Senegal Airport, Morocco Port, Algeria Railway, Ethiopia Railway. This is financed by Chinese. From Djibouti to Addis Ababa, there is a railway project. Chinese finance these projects, road and belt projects, to sell more products to deep in Africa, landlocked countries. Railway Ethiopia, Railway Senegal, Railway Tanzania, Hotel Senegal, 5-star Hotel Niger. Niamey, this is done by Summa, for example, I know. They did it in BOT. Build, operate, transfer. So they come up with finance. The government only provided the land. So they built, operated, is going to operate like 20 years, and then transfer the ownership to government. Congo, city center, hotel complex, Congo, Congress Center, Guinea, Convention Center, Rwanda, Expo Center, Senegal. This one, and International Conference Center, Senegal. These two made by Summa Construction. There was an African Leaders Summit, African Union Summit. They were amazed with the construction quality and the budget. They provide lower budget than Chinese and European American competitors. So the project was much more affordable and cost-friendly. And all African leaders, they started to give projects to Summa. Summa is very strong in Africa also. There is a renaissance In Russia, they're very strong. All these construction companies very effective in specific markets. Summa is an yapı merkezi focused in Africa. Yapı merkezi railroad projects, Summa superstructures. And Guinea mall, Guinea government building, Senegal a sports center, stadium. Next. And Turkish-Japanese cooperation. What is this? It's a triangle. There's a project in Africa. The Japanese provide the finance, and Turkish contractor get the job done. Next. So we have a lot of samples. The projects in Turkey. The second bridge, suspension bridge in Istanbul. The Marmaray project, the tunnel, tube tunnel connecting Europe to Asia, going under Bosphore, like the Manche tunnel between France and UK. Izmit Bay, this is a very big suspension bridge, one of the biggest in the world. Highway, dam project, and İkitelli. This is Cham Sakura, is the biggest hospital in Europe. I think it has 2,000 beds. It takes only 5 minutes to see a doctor in the emergency room. I lived in Canada. It took me sometimes 5-6 hours to see a doctor in the emergency room. So you can imagine how advanced Turkish hospital system. We receive a lot of patients from other countries. We have good doctors, good technology, brand new hospitals. And this hospital made by Japanese finance. It is PPP project. Let me explain what is PPP. Public-private partnership. So there is a government need. The private sector, they find finance and they do the project. They operate the hospital for some years and then they hand it over to the government. Next one.
We're just around the time, just to give you a heads
up. A few more slides, Doug, I'm wrapping up. So these are the pictures of the projects done by Japanese finance. As you see, especially Marmaray, the tunnel under the Bosphore for the trains. We have also for the cars, Eurasia for the cars. This train can come from China and go to UK. So the railroad from China to UK is completed. It can go uninterrupted. So we have the railway under the Bosphore. So Turkey is now working on development road project. Mr. Yavuz knows it. So it's an alternative to Suez Channel from Basra port to Turkey. There will be a highway and railroad for the container transfer. It can go on the ship vessel again on Mersin port, or it can be transferred to Europe by railroad or highway. Next one, please. So these are more pictures of the projects done by Japanese finance. Next one. And the third-party countries, these are done also by Japanese finance. Djibouti, Iran, airport in Kazakhstan, terminal, new terminal, airport terminal in Qatar, some industrial plants in Russia, Turkmenistan, gasoline plant project in Turkmenistan, Dubai metro project. This is one of the key projects done by Yapı Merkezi, UAE metro. And even we made some project in USA, road tunnels and airport in Ukraine. Hopefully it is not destroyed by Russia by now. Next one, please. Yes, these are the pictures. Next one. More pictures. Hamad International Airport is done by Turkish contractors in Qatar. Next one. These are some industrial plans. Tekfen is good in very big brand, Tekfen Engineering in industrial plants. Next one. Yeah, some industrial plants. Next one. Turkish and Japanese contracting companies collaborating in Africa, especially in Africa. Jetro, Jika. So we need this triangle. Turkish, we don't have too much finance in Turkey. Turkish exams capacity is limited. So there is a project in emerging country, third world country. Japanese put to finance and Turkish contractors get the job done. Next one, please. Some pictures of collaboration. Next one. Next one. Okay, I finished 9 minutes before time is up, Doug. I hope I satisfied you with my time management today.
Well, we did want to leave some time for questions, and we have started to try to wrap up our meeting.
Please stop screen sharing.
Yeah, that would be great. We try to wrap up our meetings at 55 just to give everybody a chance. I'm wondering what questions there are. I don't see any hands raised, and I'm sorry I didn't look in the chat area. Does anybody have a question? Feel free to unmute yourself and go ahead. And while we're waiting for any questions, Mohammed, thank you for being here, and thank you for your leadership. Originally from Kirkuk, you're in Turkey as well. Is this a market that you're familiar with, and would you like to make
Yes, actually, yes, Doug. First of all, thank you again for this great meeting. I would like to touch on the statistics that Mr. Rashid has pointed out. It was till 2019. We had the COVID that, and now I think Iraq is the biggest contracting area for the Turkish. For example, the last 2 years, mega project, each project maybe hundreds of millions, billions of dollars. Turkish contracting companies are very good executors. Even the European contractors.
Please mention development road project as well.
Yes, we mentioned it with the logistics with Mr. Doug's. If you remember, I shared also a video and also the development road, a new route of global trade. But the point that I would like to point it out is why it's important for global chamber. The contractors, when they are emerging in any country, all the raw materials and supply and trade will target them. So Turkish contractors are now very, very active in Iraq. And also they need supplements from the whole of the world. So the only thing that they are missing, like Mr. Rashid had pointed out, is financing. And now they are having some finance from Europe and also US, because the project in Iraq are sponsored by the government. So just to say an example of our building in Kirkuk, my father we planned to build a 7th floor building. He said, okay, contracted. We made it with a Turkish contractor. He said it will take 2 years. So we will give him a cash money when he finishes the job. So after a week, the first floor is finished. And next week, the second floor, he said, okay, stop. We are not agreed on this. He said, okay, but you mentioned go as fast as you want. He said, no, but we don't have banking right now. So I will find you another job for you to hang on, because I don't have enough cash to say. So he came for one project and finished the 2 year with 6 projects. So, as I said, it's booming, and I really like all the sectors, like Turkish producers, be like Turkish contractors. They are very effective. They are very time, and they had the 20 years of last year's experience of being very productive and handling a big stresses. Lastly, I would like to mention that the earthquake that hit Turkey last year, it was a very disaster. But the contractors' infrastructure and know-how handled it perfectly, and now they are giving to the citizens who lost their homes in a record time. I don't think any country could have a possibility to
Yes.
rebuild 10,
Doug,
10
to contribute Yavuz's comment, Turkey is the only country provided brand new houses for those lost their homes in the earthquake, and 10 cities destroyed. And the government built new homes in 1 year.
in record time. And this was one of the things that I want to mention. And thank you. I don't want to have any take your more time. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you, Yavuz.
Thank you very much. Jamil, I see you, you're involved with, I'm sure, importing products in from Turkey into the US. Did you have any other questions or comments?
No, I haven't had any shipments from Turkey recently, though. It's been a while. I forgot the item. I would have to look it up to get back to you guys on what
So
some of
Doug, we have to find some big contract for the Turkish contractors so that Jamila can import.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's been a while since I've had something come in from Turkey, but hopefully soon.
Sounds good. Davron, good afternoon. How are you from Uzbekistan? Do you have any comments to make or questions?
Hello, Doug. How are you?
Doing well. I know you know Rashid well.
Yes.
You've been involved not just in Uzbekistan, but between Uzbekistan and Turkey. Do you have any experience in this engineering side, or is there anything else that you would like to share? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, please. You froze there for a second.
No, I have no question. I'm over.
Very good. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Davron, can you mention about Turkish contractors, how Turkish contractors built a Tashkent city, a new
Yes.
city, and they taught also know-how. Now they trained subcontractors, Uzbek subcontractors. Now they don't need Turkish main contractors. They do it themselves. And they also create employment, unlike the Chinese. Chinese, we believe it or not, they bring prison inmates for labor force. They don't even create employment. But Turkish contractors, they train engineers and subcontractors.
Amazing.
Exactly.
That's amazing to hear. We're just at the top of the hour, and so if you don't mind, Rashid, is there anything else that you would like to say or summarize in the next minute or two, please?
So if there is further questions, yeah, there is, I think, Rifat want to ask, raising hand.
Okay. We do need to move on, but do you have a quick question, Rifat?
Yeah. Hi, Doug.
Hi.
Nice to meet you after a long time. Yeah, looking
It's
forward
been a
to
while.
having
Yeah, thank you.
yes, for Bangladesh market as well. My quick question: if Rashid, does any company of Turkish giant they are interested to have looking into seaport development in Africa or not?
Sure. We have a few. One of the yacht port operator, the biggest one is Global. Name is Global. In Turkey, they run the luxury yacht ports around the globe. Also, there is Al Bayrak, for example. They improve the ports. They do dredging, and so that the bigger vessels, higher tonnage, they can park and they work on port operations. There are many port contractors. One of them is Al Bayrak. I can link you. The business development manager is my good friend.
Okay, no problem. They are open for PPP project, right?
Yes, but sometimes, you know, sometimes the Turkish companies, one of the things they are lacking is the finance. This is the key. As long as the finance is provided by African Development Bank or European or World Bank or Islamic Development Bank or Turkish Exim or Japanese. So we mentioned about a collaboration between Turkish contractors and Japanese bankers. So they can realize any project anywhere in the world. Like Yavuz mentioned, less than 6 months. That's amazing speed. They even completed projects in Africa that the US contractor or Chinese contractor didn't finish. You know, in Russia, for example, the Russian contractor take forever, maybe 10 years to finish a mega project, even though Turkish, they can finish it in 6 months. So once the quality of the job is good, they give another project. And another information is useful information, Doug. I am wrapping up. If a Turkish contractor in the field, like Gülsan, for example, in Kenya, building a road, the construction material is there, mobilization is there, the stuff is there. It's easy and more economical to develop the second project. They are mostly awarded with the second project because they're already in the field. Okay?
Correct.
So it's not easy to send thousands of workers and heavy equipment and machinery to some African country, you know. And so keep in mind.
Okay, we can keep in touch. Yep.
Yes, you can get my contact details, and we can match you with the right contractor, whatever contract you have. But these are the ENR list contractors. They are only interested projects bigger than $300 million and with sovereign warranty. So they don't want to risk their investment, and they don't come with finance. These are not EPCF contract. F is for the finance. They are EPC contractors, engineering, procurement, construction. Those finance, you have to find the local government has to finance.
We understand. We are also EPC company, so we understand. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we can match you with the Turkish contractor. There are too much to do in Africa. Let me give you an example.
We gotta wrap up. Sorry, Rashad.
Correct. We will keep in touch by LinkedIn. No problem. Sorry, Doc, for the extra time.
One more example. I attended one time Hilton presentation. Hilton Hotels presentation. They told me they are not planning to build new hotels in Africa, in America and Europe, because the population is aging. They cannot fill up even half of the capacity, like 40%, running 40% capacity. But in Africa, they were planning 500 hotels in the next 10 years. So Turkish contractors are the eligible ones who can realize these projects. So if it is a government level project, P2G level project, I can help you link with these mega contractors. I know the C-level managers, business development managers. But if it is private sector projects, we can find solution within our turnkey network. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Doug.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rashid. Thank you so much for all of you for attending today. If you're watching this on video, it may be more difficult for you to connect up with anyone here. And so we encourage you to send a comment on the YouTube video or just send an email to info@globalchamber.org, and we'll find a way to get you connected.
Davron, can you take a picture, please? Make everyone smile. Davron is our family photographer. Everyone smile, please. Jamila. Terry, Jam. Give us a big smile. We will select best smiler of the week.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh,
One,
Damaris,
2, 3.
Damaris is here. Doug, you should discover Damaris from Kenya. She's a great lady, businesswoman, husband from Ghana. Can you believe this little lady has 6 kids?
May I?
Hi, Lord. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful this morning. I want to take the opportunity of to say thank you for bringing the world as the most beautiful community, and where we become the United Nations in a way, the business United Nations. So Global Chamber are doing a wonderful job. I trade a lot of cement, and I know in Turkey I can find a lot of cement. So I will, I don't know if I can shoot an email or something. We are a trading company, a financing company.
Where are you based?
I'm based in Dominican Republic as well.
Dominican.
The United States, yeah.
Turkish contractors such as Oyak, they come and build a cement factory. Cement is not something tradable. It is a very low value commodity. So I can link you with a contractor to build a cement factory.
That's wonderful. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Fantastic. And Lord, I look forward to working with you. I've heard about you, and I'd like to learn more. And thank you for joining recently.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Doug, next time I can mention about other export strengths of Turkey, such as chemicals, automobile, textile. This can be subject of the next webinar. Also, I would like to mention soft power of Turkey is the most popular culture is now Turkish, and our serials, movies everywhere globally. And number 2 is South Korea. The golden days of Hollywood is over. I'm sorry.
Very good. Well, thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Jim, thanks for organizing all of this, and we'll have another session. It sounds like maybe next month, and so Rashid will orchestrate that with you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening. Bye.